Hi and welcome back. My name is Emily. In today's video I will be creating 2 cards and I will also be creating 1 envelope. So I started out by cutting out all of my pieces for the envelope. By the way, this one is called A2 Envelope Builder, and I used this beautiful blue cardstock that I think will match our projects today nicely. And I'm cutting this out because I have a standard die cutting machine. If you have a larger machine, you could run it through just once with all of the pieces inside. But I have, as I said, the smaller machine, so I have to do it in sections. So after that, I also took the retro snowflake background stamp. This is a beautiful clear stamp that you can use to decorate your backgrounds on your card, or in this case I'm using it to decorate my envelope here. So you can see I'm using a tone on tone effect here, and you can see I didn't do the best job the first time, but I will ink this up once more and you can see that my pattern is really starting to grow and build up the colors nicely here. And this was super easy to align. You can see here I'm aligning that to the top here, and I'm sorry about my arm being all the way in here in the camera. So you can see here that I am just inking this up really good and then pressing this down. And you can see I have to do it twice. Since I did it twice on the lower part, I need to do it twice at the top just to get the same amount of ink, and you can see how beautiful that was. There is also a piece in this die set that will create the inside of our card that you can decorate in different colors, or in this case I'm using patterns and a lighter cardstock. So I'm aligning that one as well, inking it up, and this one also aligned perfectly, and you can see how beautiful this is when I'm inking it up the second time. So now it's time to crease all of the lines and we can put our card together. So you can see here is the inside piece that will peek out when we have all of this closed. So I will soon go ahead and attach everything. We also have our side pieces here. I'm just having some adhesive that I need to erase before assembling everything. And yeah, this is a really handy tool to have in your stash. And you can see here I'm just using the quick runner, and that was the adhesive that I erased. Yeah, I will do it twice since I have 2 pieces, but this time I will speed it up. This die also provides the score lines, so I will just score everything where the lines is. And then I will take some, I believe I used liquid glue for this. It's one of those mediums that is really handy to use when you are using pieces like this, and I'm using the liquid glue from Trinity and just putting that towards the sides. And this is a good good glue. It's called a lim in Swedish. Sorry about my Swinglish. So I just put some glue to those flaps, and then I have some wiggle time because it has takes some time before it dries. So you can see here is our envelope, and I'm just making sure that everything looks perfect and that those lines are creased nicely. So that is our envelope, and now we will go ahead and start creating the elements for our cards. So first off, I use this beautiful Frostbite Cafe stamp, and I will also use the coordinating dies later on and color them in all of the rainbow colors, because that is my jam. I really like putting a lot of colors down, and since this envelope was really sort of a tone on tone blue teal colors, I wanted some more colors just to make that pop. But of course I couldn't help myself. I needed some teal scarves, and yeah, you can see I'm using it all over, but I think it's fun just to mix it up with a couple of other colors as well. And for the penguins, these are really easy to color. They are sort of black and white, so even though they are that, I'm using gray markers just to get some shadow pieces, and I used my Copics, and I believe it was like C7 and C5 I've used, and maybe a little bit of C9 as well. So yeah, So for our panel here, I'm just testing this out so I have a nice color before going too heavily. And yeah, I'm just creating this so I have a piece that has some shadow in the background. You can see that really helps our card to pop. And yeah, I really like creating cards like this, where you just can see a subtle color to the back, and then we have the white, and that is sort of creating a halo around. And in that A2 envelope builder, there's also this beautiful panel that you can cut out. You can see all of the lace nearly there, so it's really cute, and it's perfect for layering on top of that blue cardstock that you can see peeking out in the background. So now I'm just assembling my cafe here, really cute, and I will also be a little bit economic here and save the inside part of my cardstock for another project, and nobody will ever know except all of you guys that I cheated and just used the outer parts for creating my frame. And this is something I nearly always does, even if I don't show it in videos. I don't like to have, especially when I'm raising this up with foam tape, right? So I have that dimension between it, so it will never like look funny or anything when I'm cutting out that piece. So for my second card here, I also use the embossed edge hills and slopes die, and there is some cute trees in this set. So I am coloring them in with a really light shade of green. And in the last minute I changed my mind, so I just flipped them over and have the back side, and that also gave some texture. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it looks like there is some texture on those trees, and I really like it. But it was a happy mistake. I really thought I would like the solid green, but I really didn't. So this is also something that maybe not always are shown in videos, but you make mistakes and you have to find a way to like deal with it and to make everything look nice in the end, and you can always cover stuff up, right? So that is what I did, and I embellished these with some embellishments, and I also forgot to attach this to my card base, so I will go ahead and do that with some liquid glue here in the ending. And for our envelope, I sort of played around, and I have some velcros, I think it's called that in English, and I just pressed all of those pieces down. They are adhesive to the back, and this is perfect because then you can use whatever cards you like inside. And if you would have this on display, it's really easy to open, and I just love how that turned out, and it's super easy to close as well in any way you like, so you can have it in both ways. So I hope you enjoyed this video. All of the links to the products that I use in this video will be linked down below in the description box, and if you'll find this video helpful and inspiring, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, and maybe giving this video a thumbs up and a comment. That would really make my day. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!